Hi, I'm Josh.
And I'm Phil.
And we are
Cray Cray Games.
We would like to introduce you to a game we've created called Do You Know Your Neighbors?
Do You Know Your Neighbors is a semi-cooperative card game for 5 to 12 players. It's a fast-paced game that requires you to work with your team of kind, wicked, or fickle neighbors, despite not knowing who they are.
Everyone's identity is hidden, but you can uncover those identities by asking questions in the form of clue cards.
After you've asked a few questions, you may be able to identify a neighbor, and in that case,
I know my neighbor!
when you think you know who your neighbor is, you'd shout that out, just like that, and interrupt the game momentarily.
You would then say something like, I suspect Phil is Rico Repugnance.
If that is correct, as it may very well be in this case, Phil's neighbor card is revealed and remains public for the rest of the game.
If that is not correct, then your identity is revealed instead, and you cannot attempt to identify anyone else this game.
With asking and responding to clues out of the way, as well as identifications, we'll talk about the next part of the game, where you and your fellow neighbors will be responding to situations.
Every round, half of the players in the game will respond to one situation, while the other half of the players will respond to another. Responding is done by playing kind or wicked deed cards, or their 2-point varieties. This is all done in secret.
Let us say that this is a 6-player game. That would mean that each of the 2 task forces have 3 players each, and each of the players can play 1 to 2 action cards. We'll tally up the cards for each of the situations and perform some math to determine how the score is resolved.
Rinse and repeat. This will continue until one group has achieved 15 points in their score pile.
Well, that pretty much covers the game in a nutshell, and we hope that you support our Kickstarter.
Thanks!